If you're wondering what's next for the federal travel mask mandate, you're not alone. So are we. Thank you for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Craig O'Neill.
And I'm Marlisa Goldsmith. The CDC says we still need a mask mandate specifically for public transportation, but it's held up in a legal battle. THV 11's Ian Russell tells us what Rock Region Metro is doing about it.
With the CDC saying the travel mask mandate is needed, it's leaving public transportation in our area wondering what their next step is. For Rock Region Metro, it's a holding pattern until they know more. At Rock Region Metro's downtown pickup location, you'll find a mixed bag when it comes to masks. For Rebecca Green, the Director of Public Engagement for Rock Region, it's not a surprise.
We were expecting to hear from all sides because everybody has a different comfort level with risk tolerance right now, so that's to be expected. After
news that the federal mandate was being lifted Monday night, Rock Region was quick to follow. Lifting their own mandate the next morning, Green says that was just to avoid confusion, but now there's a wrinkle in that. The CDC has asked the Justice Department to file an appeal and restore the mandate. Green told us Tuesday that they would reconsider their plans if things were to change.
If the federal administration put the mask mandate back in place, and those two things would definitely cause us to convene and try to make some decisions.
Or if cases were to rise. Our cases today are significantly lower than they were months ago, with 1,220 active cases statewide. But what's more concerning is what kind of COVID it is. BA.2, which is more contagious, and one of its descendants is here too. COVID continuing to grow more and more contagious 2 years into this pandemic.
And those subvariants are even more infectious than the original Omicron variant, which is hard to imagine, but it was very infectious itself.
Dr. Jennifer Dillahay with the health department says no matter what happens in court, in some cases, masking up just makes sense.
In certain situations, they may wish to go ahead and wear a mask to protect themselves or protect a loved one at home who's at increased risk for severe illness.
In the meantime, Green says they're not changing anything right now, but they're prepared to pivot if needed.
So at this point, without that reversal, we're not really considering any changes, but should that change and should the mask mandate be reinstated, of course we would reassess what we're doing.
In Little Rock, Ian Russell, THV 11 News.
Ian, thanks so much. Despite a recent increase, overall, COVID levels are pretty low.
But with the unmasking of America, there are increases in just about everything else. CDC data shows that from flu to colds to bronchitis to stomach viruses, the bugs we've kept away for the past 2 years are back, even some that shouldn't be going around this time of year at all.
Now, this was entirely expected. Hand washing does help, and a reminder, the flu shot is still available.